So let's start where we left off yesterday. And I think we started with the list and what is the list and what it consists of. Okay. And how we can access the different element of the list. Okay. Now Lou, move ahead. Okay. Again, please mute yourself. Okay. So I'm coming here next. Suppose I created a list this time known as L. Okay. And I'm putting some elements there. Suppose 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay. A simple list. Just right now I created. Okay. And the thing I'm about to discuss actually is a interview question. So see properly, everyone. Okay. Now what I do, one thing, if I put here use again my list name, put a square bracket and put index of any element. Suppose I put a index of first element itself 0. Okay. And I put is equal to 10. Okay. I put that the first element means I took my list, pass on the index of the first element, and I put my 10 here. Okay. A new value. Let me execute this. And if I check it actually, what see? My 1 has been replaced by 10. That means what? The first position, at the first position, what has been placed? The 10th has been placed. Okay. And this is what we have done. This actually, whatever we have done is known as item assignment. Okay. This is known as item assignment. But see, if I come here and create a string this time, okay. Again, we can access the index. We can access the string also with the help of index. Let me do the same process, s square bracket 0. Okay. And try to do something. Suppose I put here a. Okay. Let me execute this and see, I'll get an error. See what it is saying. A string object does not support item assignment. Okay. String object does not support item assignment, but same kind of instructions, same kind of instruction is applicable in case of list. So remember the data types, okay, or the things or the sequences which support item assignment are known as mutable objects. Remember that are known as mutable. Mutable means which can be changed. Are known as mutable objects, and the items which does not support item assignment means the object which does not support the item assignment are known as immutable object. Remember that, everyone. Okay. So string is what? Very commonly asked question. Okay. Do you know string? Okay. So string is mutable or immutable? So immediately you should give an answer. No, it's immutable because it does not support item assignment. Okay. It does not support item assignment, but list supports. See, I'm using the list item assignment in the case of list. It is working. So list is what? List is a mutable object because it supports the item assignment, but your string does not support item assignment. So what it is? It is immutable and very much similar to string. Actually, we will discuss that. That is a tuple. If I create a tuple, suppose t, okay, put some element here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And again, I try to do the same thing on the tuple itself. Suppose t on first index element I'm taking, and I try to do again something, suppose 10. I'll again get an error. See, tuple object does not support an item assignment. Okay. Tuple object does not support an item assignment. That means what? It is again what? Immutable. Okay. It is what? Immutable means which cannot be changed. That is nothing but immutable. So remember, somebody asked you, what do you mean by immutable and immutable? They will normally don't ask you immutable, mutable. They will ask you, okay, can you tell me, is list mutable or immutable? Okay. Or your string is mutable or immutable. So you should immediately tell, sir, that does not support item assignment. Means the item which does not support the object which does not support the item assignment is what? Immutable object. Okay. And the item which supports the item assignment is mutable object. Clear, everyone? Please tell me. Tell me, everyone, what I just said. Is it okay? Mutable and immutable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this important thing. And remember, these things actually, for example, we will discuss why they are required. Suppose you want to save somewhere some data. Okay. Why tuple can be so important. Okay. You want to put some data which you don't want it to be changed. Means somebody else try to change it. Okay. T0, I will try to pass something different. Okay. You don't want it to happen. Then better go with the tuple. You will try to insert some data here. It will there. It will not be happening even. And you will see that in list, we have a different ways of inserting data inside this, but tuple does not have that. We'll see that, don't worry. But understand main cause is that if an object does not support item assignment, it is immutable. And if it supports, it is mutable, right? So remember, in the immutable category, we are just witnessing what? String is immutable. Your tuple is immutable. We just observe that, right? And so far, first data structure that we have seen, list is what? List is supporting item assignment, right? Where's the list we created? I think here, okay? It is supporting item assignment. That means what? It is a mutable option, okay? So let me move ahead now. So remember that that's what I told you. This is the interview question. If you are going to give an interview of the Python or the data science, 100% they're going to ask you. 101% they're going to ask you, okay? So again, let me create a list. And suppose if this list is having few elements, suppose 1, comma, anything we can create, my choice. Suppose A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, suppose D, okay? All alphabets I choose, but I can put anything we discussed yesterday, okay? So now what we want to do, we want to do list slicing. The way we did string slicing. Remember how we were slicing our string? If I take S is equal to Python, how we were slicing? We were slicing simple way. In S, in square bracket, we are passing what? Your start index, right? Then after that, what we were doing? Colon. We are passing stop index. And after that, we are passing our step size. This is what we were doing. And same thing is applicable in case of list as well. Okay. For example, in case of string, if I execute this, okay, and I apply this S square bracket, suppose I want to take the data from 0th index, okay, till suppose the second index. So I know the whatever I will pass at the end index, it will take 1 less than that. So I pass it 3 so that it can take up to 0, 1, and 2. And in a step of suppose 1. So if I execute this, I will get P, Y, and T, right? This is the way. Similarly, exactly same process you can use with the help of list. Exactly same thing you can do with the list. Let me show you that. Come here. And if I mention L, again a square bracket, okay? And suppose I want to take only these two elements. Only these two elements I want to pick, A and B, okay? Only these two elements I want to pick. So how will I mention everyone? What is the start index then? I need a starting element, that means 0. I want till this. So what is the index of this 0? What is the index of this 1? But if I'll mention 1, what I will get only, I'll get only one element, that will be 0, because it always take 1 less than whatever you was specified in the end index, right? So I have to specify here what? 2. And if I execute this, can you see everyone what I'm getting? Right? That means what? Very much like string, this step size is optional. Even everything is optional. You put index, stop index, step size. The way in the string it was optional. Same thing is applicable in the list. It is optional. Suppose I can do this thing. I've not put the step size, but if I want to put, it's my choice. 0, 2, 0, 1. It will give me the same result. Default size is 1 only, right? Default step size is 1. So if I execute this, I'll get the same result. Exactly same result. So the way we were using slicing in case of a string, same exactly will work with the list. Okay. And remember everyone, if I ask you, what will happen if you know the concept? If I put colon 2, what I will get?
A and B.
Yes, A and B, because we have not specified the start index, then what it will take? It will take till end. Right, everyone? Sorry, it will take from the beginning. We have not specified the start index, means it will take starting from beginning. So what is the beginning? Beginning is the 0th index. So it will give me again A and B. Now, if you can tell me again, everyone, if I mention L, suppose I put 1, I put a colon only. Okay. Can you tell me what I will get, everyone, this time? I didn't specify an index.
B, C, D.
B,
Yes,
C, D.
all the elements still end. Very good. Same concept is there. Okay. All elements still end. And suppose I specify just this L square bracket colon. What I will get? Only colon I specify.
Whole string A, B,
Yes,
C, D.
whole
All
string,
4.
because we have not specified start index. We have not specified stop index. So starting it will take by default from the beginning and by default till end. So let me execute this. I'll get complete. Okay. Similarly, if I specify L and again specify colon 2, can you tell me what I will get, everyone?
B and D.
B and D. See what I'm getting? A and C. The reason you are trying to get the concept correctly, it will consider all the string, right? It will consider all the string. Then it will say, I will take first element, then I'll move step size of 2, move to this element. After A, I will come to the C. Then after that, there is no element. That's what I'm getting. What? A and C. Clear, everyone? Exactly the same thing that was happening in case of your list string. Okay. Now tell me, everyone, if I do this thing, I post this again square bracket colon minus one. What I will get?
Reverse string. D
Yes.
C B A.
Yes. Minus one means move in a opposite direction. Minus one means move in a opposite direction. That's why I strongly put emphasis. Please learn the string well. If you learn the string well, your half of the battle is already won. Because almost same thing what we have done in the list, sorry, string, same thing we are doing here, right? So if somebody, this is an interview question actually. They ask you without use of any function again, reverse the elements of list. Okay, so if I execute this, I'll get DCBA. I hope it is fine, everyone. Okay, and see whatever is happening is not in place. Okay, so your original list is intact. If you check here, your original list is intact. So you want to save the result in the same list. What do you have to option? Same way we were working with the list. We have to mention this L is equal to this. Execute. Now check your L again. Your L will be reversed. Right now, again, suppose I want to bring it back into the ABCD format, then what should I do, everyone? I want to bring it back to ABCD. Come on, tell me.
We can perform the same operation again.
Yes, exactly same operation once again. Execute this line once again. Done, and check it. You're back again. Right? So same process, exactly that we have done. Same thing is applicable here. I hope it is fine, everyone. Any doubt in this? Tell me. This silence means one thing: either you are not understanding anything, or I'm not able to explain anything. Please tell me, everyone. And I think it is a repetitive work that we have done in the string. Same thing is here. Correct me if I'm wrong, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Exactly same thing is there. Exactly same thing. Okay. And that means only one thing. If it is the case, then you people are not even revising. You have just forgotten what have been studied. I told you, programming cannot be learned just by looking at the code. You listen this any video 1,000 times, does not matter. Does not matter until you type your code by your own. Okay. You will not be able to learn. And actually only 17 people, yeah, I counted 17 people have shown me their work. Means that one, they messaged me, sir, we have achieved the requirement using while loop. Only 17 in the class. Rest people have not done that. That means they are not even trying to solve the problem. This is not a good thing, no? Okay, so people should try, everyone. At least 17 have done, then anybody can do. Why they are able to do that? Okay, so let me move ahead to the same problem what we were doing. So it is clear. Now come to the next thing is list unpacking. Okay, list unpacking. What do you mean by that? Suppose I have a list available, L again, and I have three numbers, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what I want actually, I want to store this value 1 into another variable, this into another variable, this into another variable, right? This is my requirement. I want to save the value of first element of list into one variable, value of second element into another variable, value of third element into another variable. So one simple way I can do that, I can use this: A is equal to L of 0, right? B is equal to, suppose variable name is A, B, and C, L of 1, and C is equal to L of 2, right? If I execute this and my print ABC, print A, comma B, comma C. Okay, so A is having value 1, B is having value 2, and C is having the value 3. So I can do that. This is one way. This is one way. But directly you can do that instead of writing this way by using the help of their index. You can directly solve this problem. Not a problem is you can directly use in your programming. This is how professional programmers actually use. They don't use this way. A is equal to this, and B is equal to this, and C is equal to this. They don't do this. They mention this way. How many elements are there in the list, everyone? 1, 2, and 3. So what I can do? I can mention my list. What is my list? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I can type here as many variables, as many elements are there directly here. A, comma B, comma C, like this. Or you can use any other name because they have been copied. So D, suppose E and F. Simple. So you just, after the comma, you pass that many number of elements or variables, that many number of elements are available inside my list. So we have three elements available in the list. I can use D, E, F. So D will be having value 1, E will be having value 2, and F will be having value 3. So if I execute this and again use the same print statement, but with the D, E, and F, D, E, and F, okay, and see what I'm getting, same result. This process that what you are doing is known as nothing but list unpacking. Okay, list unpacking. Don't try to do this. Suppose you try to do this thing. Suppose I use G, comma H equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I execute this, I'll get an error. See, because how many elements are there? 1, 2, and 3. And how many variables you have passed, everyone? Only 2. Okay, so these are not matching. That's why what is happening? What option I'm getting? Too many values to unpack. Okay, too many values to unpack, and you have passed limited values. So ensure that. Okay, similarly, if I try to pass more, suppose G, comma H, comma I, comma J equals to 1, 2, 3. See what I'm getting again? Not enough values to unpack. Means expected 4 and got what? 3. Okay, we are in earlier ways, what was you are getting? We expected 2 values. Okay, but values are more than that. That's why it is saying too many values to unpack. Right now, how many values we are expecting? 4 values. And how many we are getting? 3. So what it is showing? Not enough values to unpack. Clear? But now suppose requirement is this. You have a huge list available. Okay, let's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, something like this. Okay, and I want only starting 2 elements. Only starting 2 elements I want to save in a variable. Only starting 2 elements. Rest of the element I don't want to save. Okay, rest of the element I don't want to save in a variable. Let them the way they are. I don't bother about them. I need variable, a first value into a variable A and second value into the variable B. Okay, so can I write this way, everyone? We just saw the syntax. Can we tell me, will it give me correct answer or it will give me a result error this time? It will give me the correct answer
Given an
result.
error.
Yeah, it will give it.
Error.
Why? Yes, because it is having how many elements? 8 elements. And how many elements we have passed here? 2. Right? In such scenario, what you should do, understand, you can put a comma here. Okay, you can put a comma here. And again, who is your savior? Whenever your number is not fixed, remember a star comes to save you. Whether it was your multiple arguments or multiple keyword argument, always a star was savior for you. Okay, that we called as a wildcard character. Okay, so let me put a comma, star here. Okay, and any name that you want to give your choice. Suppose I'm saying others. I'm saying others. This time it won't go through an error. It will give me A to be 1, B to be 2, and rest of the element actually, it will pack inside a list and that will become your others. Okay. A will be 1, B will be 2, but rest of the element that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be packed as a list. So if I execute this, okay, see, this time I'm not getting any error. If I check my A is 1, awesome. B is what? 2, perfect. And let me check others. Others will be a list having the element 3, 4, 5, 6 others. Right? So it is what? Again, a list. So any number of element you want to pick, you can pick up. And name whatever you want to give. Name, I've just picked the others. You can give any name that you want to give. Your choice. Okay. Similarly, sometimes it may be the requirement that not this way. Okay. What I want only first element and last element. Okay. I want this time only first and last. Middle one, I don't bother. Okay. I don't bother about middle one. So what I can do, I can put A, I can put others. Again, I can put comma, and now I can put B, something like this. Okay, I can put A, I can put others, means I want to take a value A here. I want to take a value, it means A means from the starting, I want to pick 1. From the end, I want to pick 8. And rest of the element, I don't bother. Rest of the element, I don't bother. What are those? I don't bother. I'm only concerned about first element and last element. Okay, so A will be 1, B will be 8, and rest of the element, they will be packed inside what? A list known as others. If I execute it this time, okay, and check it, A is 1, okay, B should be 8. See, B is 8, and others should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as a list. Right? Now, suppose if I ask you, I need first element and second element, and then I want suppose last element. Can you help me out in the same, everyone? Clear what I'm saying? I need first element and second element and the last element.
A comma B comma star
A
others
comma,
comma D.
yes, very good. A comma B comma then star. Any name you want to give is your choice, right? Any name. Others is not a keyword. Remember, anything you can give, and then you can put example C. Okay, so anything you want to pick. C equals to, I can copy this. Okay, and execute this. So others will be your savior in sometimes. Okay, so your others will be savior in sometimes. So sometimes you require only few element, randomly you want to pick some element, then that's a different issue. Okay, you want only one variable. Okay, I need only one variable, then not a problem. But if you want to follow something, okay, I need starting two character, then a last character, then others can help you out in such cases. I hope it's fine, everyone. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now come again. Looping over the list. Looping over the list. Okay, and as we know, list is an iterable, right? So we can use it inside for loop. Okay, list is an iterable, so we can use it inside for loop the same way we did with the string. Okay, because list is also an iterable. List is also an iterable, right? And string is also an iterable. So anything iterable is there, we can use it inside the for loop. Okay, so suppose there is the list, any list we can pick up. Suppose lettuce, lettuce, and I put something inside. Suppose A. I put inside suppose B. I put inside suppose C. Okay, this is my one list. So I can iterate over it the way we were using for loop with the string, right? So I can mention for any loop variable name that I want to give character in my string name, that is lettuce. Okay, and I can print example character. So can you help me out, everyone? What it will print if I execute? Remember, it is what? It is also an iterable, or you can say it is also a sequence.
ABC.
Yeah, it is also a sequence, right? So what will happen? It's a sequence or it is an iterable. So what will happen? It is very much like it is sequence like your string. So in first iteration, what will happen? First of all, how many iterations it will work? It will work for that many iterations. That many elements are available inside my list. That is letter. So how many elements are there? 1, 2,
3.
and 3. So it will run for 3 iterations. Okay, it will run for 3 iterations. So once it will run for 3 iterations, understand. So in first iteration, the what value the character will take? Character will take the value to be A, and will print that. In second iteration, what value the character will take? The second element, that is what? B. In third iteration, what the value the character will take? That will be C. So that will be print. If I execute this, what I will get? A, B, and C. But very much like this, it is not mandatory that I use it this way. Not mandatory. Suppose your requirement is says, okay, print that many number of times. Hello, that many number of characters are available in the letters. Okay, that many number of characters are available. Sorry, characters available in the letters, or that many number of characters are available inside the list. So what I can do, I can again use the same thing for a character in letters. I can just type what? Print hello. That's it. Okay, as we discussed in case of a string as well, not mandatory that your character loop variable have some value that you will use it. Is your choice. You want to use it or not. You want to use it or not. But suppose I want to print something like this. Please tell me something like this. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me create a new list. And suppose its name is names. I want this. My name is there, Praveer. Okay. Somebody else name is there, suppose Shyam. And somebody else name is suppose Kavita. Okay. Random name I'm taking. What my objective is, I want to print something like this. Hello, Praveer. Then hello, Shyam. And then I want to print hello, Kavita. Okay. Please help me how to do that.
Hello, comma,
Mhm,
comma,
mhm.
character.
Okay.
Sorry,
Hello, comma here, and you are
uh,
saying
in, in,
correct.
in
Yeah, yeah.
place of letters, it should be names.
Okay. Yeah. Let me come here and let me make names. Okay. And here also let it be character. Barely, if whatever name we have given does not matter, right? Let me check this. What output I'm getting. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Right? Because in first iteration, what the character will have the value? Character will have the value first element of the string, or first element of the list. What is that? Praveer. So Praveer will come. Then Shyam will come. Then Kavita will come. Now suppose I want to print, hello Praveer, how are you? Hello Shyam, how are you? Okay. Hello Kavita, how are you? This is my requirement this time, everyone. Clear?
Yes.
Tell me how to do that.
We have to print how are you after character.
Okay. Means I should put a comma and then I should mention how are you. Okay. Let me execute. Yeah.
But I expected a comma. I mean, it will print comma also.
No, comma is just to separate whatever you want to print, right? This comma that you have to print, it is to just separate. This is the first thing that you want to print. Sorry. Then this is the second thing you want to print. This is the third thing you want to print. It is just to separate them.
Okay.
It is just to separate them. Remember, we mentioned here A, B, and C. If you can see here, I mentioned somewhere print A, B, and C. Where it is? Where it is? Come on. Not here. I think I mentioned somewhere the print statement. Yeah, see here. Because I want to print the value of variable A, variable B, and variable C, right? When I print it, I get the value of
Okay.
A, value of B, value of C, okay? This is just to separate those. Fine. Any other way than this, everyone, beside putting this comma? Any better way?
By using string formatting,
Yes, we can do the
dot
same
format.
thing. Yes, we can do same thing with the help of string formatting, right? Like print. Then I can use formatted string or whatever you want to put. It's your choice. I can suppose use what I prefer to use. I will mention that hello space my placeholders. How are you? Done. Then dot format, and within that, what will come? Whatever is the name of the loop variable.
Character.
Yeah. Okay. So both are going to give me the same results. Does not matter. Okay, everyone. So can I move here if it is okay? Right? And remember, it is not mandatory. I repeat once again that you have to use the loop variable. No, not mandatory. Not mandatory that you have to use the loop variable. It's your choice. You want to use it, use it. Otherwise, you don't want to use it, don't use it. Your choice. Okay. Now move ahead. Sometime actually you will be requiring the index. Although rarely you will be requiring, but suppose sometime you will be requiring the index of elements inside available in the list or any iterable. Okay, what is the index of the same? I think yesterday also somebody asked me the same thing. Okay, we want somehow the index to get the index to get the index of elements in iterable. Okay, for that we have a function. Remember, I told you yesterday, enumerate is a function known as enumerate. Okay, and what it needs go inside, it needs iterable and start from 0. And you can always, whenever you are working on any function, always read the definition what it is saying. Okay, see, the enumerate object yields pair containing a count, okay, from start, which defaults to 0, and a value yielded by the iterable argument. Okay, is useful for obtaining an index list. Means what is the index of first element? Okay, that first element value. What is the index of second element? That index value. What is the index of third element? That index value, that element value. I repeat once again. What is the index of first element? That element value. What is the index of second element? that element value, what is the index of third element, that element value, and so on. Okay, so I can pass any iterable here, it's my choice. Suppose I pass here Python. So Python is also, it's a string. String is also what? Iterable here. Okay, so if I execute this, I'll get an object. But I can convert this object into a list by passing here. Okay, so I'm getting that the P element is at the 0th index, Y element is at the 1 index, T element is at the 2nd index, H element is at the 3rd index, O element is at the 4th index, and N element is over the N list, right? And if you can see here, what you can do, this object, enumerate object, is also what? Remember, it's also iterable. So you can iterate over it again. Okay, this enumerate object is also iterable. You can iterate over it. For example, I can mention here for anything, I can give a name, suppose X. Okay, in enumerate, and I can pass my list. What was my list? I think this names. Let me take the names. Okay, and let me suppose print X for now. Okay, let me print X. What will be X? Understand? This X will be actually a tuple. Okay, what happened? It is again iterable, right? So when it is iterable, understand everyone, when it is iterable, then what will happen? You can guess itself. We just saw it will have an element, first element as a first tuple, having the index of first element and the corresponding element. Okay. Similarly, in second iteration, this X will have the value of the second element. Example, your second element's index and second element value. But what we are using names. And what is names? This is my names. Okay. So how many elements are there? Praveer is there, Sham is there, Kavita is there. So again, this loop is going to run for 3 times. Okay, this loop is going to run for 3 times. But what this X will return in this case? X will return 2 things. It will return a tuple. Tuple will have 2 values: index of first element and the first element value. Understand? So in first iteration, I will have 0 and Praveer as a tuple. In second iteration, I will have 0 and Shyam as a tuple. In third iteration, I will have 0 and Praveer, 1 and Shyam, and 2 and Kavita. What is the index of Praveer? 0. So 0 and Praveer as a tuple. What is the index of Shyam? 1. So 1 and Shyam as a tuple. What is the index of Kavita? 2. So 2 and Kavita as a tuple. Let me execute this. See everyone what I'm getting? Clear? Please tell me. Now suppose I ask you a question. Using the enumerate function only, okay? This is the task that is given to you. Print only names or print only index, suppose. Print only indexes. That's the only thing we need. Only indexes. Can we do that? Question is clear, everyone? Main thing, the question should be clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell?
Yeah, maybe we have to remove names from the bracket.
How? How will we remove that? See, actually, what has happened? Tuple is also a sequence. See, if I create a tuple, I'm giving you a hint, right? If I create a tuple, S is equal to suppose 1 and 2. Okay. So tuple can also be like indexed, like your list or string. Suppose S square bracket 0 is giving me what? 1. Okay. So it can also be indexed. So now I'm giving you a hint. Tell me, I know that X is what? X is a complete tuple. But what I want from this, everyone? Do I want complete tuple? No. What I want? Only index. So what is the index of first element?
X
Will
0.
0.
X will make square brackets.
X in
Yes,
square bracket,
has 0. Yes, we'll get only and only indexes. Check everyone. Clear? We will get only and only indexes. Similarly, I can get only and only names. How? Just a small change I have to make. What will be that?
1.
1. Okay. So anything you want to achieve, that's why I'm saying just focus on the basics. If your basics are solid, you will be able to solve any problem that you want to solve. Just focus on the basics, how I'm able to achieve the things. Okay. Easily you will be able to achieve. So you are concerned about the indexes. So this 0 will give me indexes. Okay. And similarly, somebody says, no, give me the names. Okay. Give me need only names. Okay. Here we need only, sorry, need only indexes. Okay. So what I have to make a change? Only one. I think it is fine, everyone. Right?
Yes.
And there is one more thing. Remember, we just unpacked our list. How we unpacked our list? We just mentioned, suppose there was a list. So I mentioned this way, 1, comma 2. Then I just mentioned here two variables, example A, comma B. Okay, so A will become 1 and B will become 2. Okay, so we did the list unpacking. Similarly, we can do the tuple unpacking. Exactly same way. Exactly same way we can do the tuple unpacking like this. Okay, if I execute this again, see A is 1 and B is what? 2. So directly unpacking, instead of mentioning the x1 and 2, we can do same thing here actually. What? Yeah, let it be there. Let me do it in different step. That will be better. I can just copy this. Okay, and we know that is x is a tuple, so x can be unpacked here itself. I can mention index, any name you can, any variable name you can give. Okay, first is index, second is names. Okay, now somebody says, okay, give me only what? Names. I will pass here what? Only names, and I will get only names this time. If somebody gives, okay, give me only index, so I can come here and pass here only index, and I will get index. How many elements are there? Why I'm getting so many indexes? Just a second, let me check index. What is index, everyone? Index is 5. Latest index I'm getting. Let me execute this once again. What's the problem? Let me do one thing. Where is my names list? Let me copy this. How it is giving me 5. Copy, execute once again. Control V, execute. And let me execute this once again. I should get only, okay. Just a second. Let me copy this. This is the wrong result I'm getting. Let me check the index. Yeah, fine. Okay, everyone, can you see how many indexes are there? 0, 1, and 2. Is it okay? Remember, and what I've done here, what I've done, this is nothing but your tuple unpacking. The way I explained you, right? We know that X will be a tuple. So that X I unpacked here itself, index and names. So I can use it the way I want. I want to use both of them. It's my choice. I can use both of them. Clear, everyone?
Sir,
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
sir, is that key value pair dictionary is dictionary iterable or not iterable?
Wait,
Can we
I'll come
use
to
it
that.
with this one?
I'll come to that. Actually, in this dictionary, we have keys there, so we can iterate over it. We have values there, we can iterate over them. Okay, let me show you that one thing. If I come here, okay, suppose I create a dictionary like D is equal to A colon 1 and one more element, suppose B colon 2. Okay, that it be dictionary, and let me execute this. Suppose I mention for anything, I can mention element in D. Okay, print element. See, so what it is printing by default? Only the keys. Can you see? Can you observe what it is printing? Only D, right? But if I mention here D dot, let me press tab. Oh, sorry. Dot values. Sorry, D dot values. See what I'm getting? The values. Okay, so you can iterate over your dictionary. If you by default iterate over this way, directly D, then what it will return? It will return you keys, only keys A and B, right? Similarly, we have an option, further option. I will talk in dictionary about when we will discuss about the dictionary, then lots of things are there. But if you are asking, I'm showing you. If I execute this, see, same result I'm getting. Means if I execute directly for element in D, means I directly loop over the dictionary, then it will give me the keys. And if I mention the method keys, again, it will give me the keys. If I want these values 1 and 2, okay, Then I can mention here, instead of keys, I can mention values. Then it will give me the value. So any element you want to access in the loop, you can access. I hope it makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can iterate over it. How, suppose it is returning this. So what's the problem? That's very good thing. Even if it is returning this, that's awesome, because it is returning what? It is returning A and B. Okay, so can't we mention this way? My dictionary, I want to access the value. Suppose again, I can mention here in square bracket element and I check. Sorry, what happened? Okay, pass element. See, I'm getting the value 1 and 2, right? So you want to iterate over it, you want to access some values of this, you can use them the way you want. But remember, how many times this loop will run? Equal to how many key value pairs are there in your dictionary. How many key value pairs are there? If you want to use them, use them. If you don't want to use them, you want to run for that many number of time, as many number of elements are there in dictionary, is your choice. Okay.
Yes, sir. Fine.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let me move ahead. Okay. And now let's discuss about some interesting thing, that is your list methods. Okay, list methods. So what are the different list methods? Let me come to that. Suppose I create a dictionary this time, let us, not dictionary, sorry, list, which is having element A, again, element B, element C. Okay, and suppose I create one more list, that is numbers, equals to having element 1, 2, 3. And one thing we have seen, if you want to combine them, yes, we can combine them directly by combine equals to whatever you want to pick first, mention that lattice, and then plus you can mention numbers. So this numbers will be appended. This 1, 2, 3 will be appended to the last of letters. If I execute this and check the spelling mistake is there or what? Oh, sorry, I didn't execute it. Yeah, fine. Now let me execute. Check my combine. I'm getting A, B, C in 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. Okay. Now see what happened. I have my list available, right? Letters, which is letters. Okay. And what I want to at the end insert one element at the end only. Okay. I want to insert one more element at the end. Okay, suppose this is a student list, and in the student list you want to add a new student to that. You want to add a new student to that. So we have a method known as append method for the same. APPND. We have a append method at the same. And always whenever you use a method, please go inside and read the definition. What it is saying, append the object at the end of the list. Okay, it appends the object at the end of the list. Whatever object you will pass, it will append at the end of the list. So suppose I want to append D at the end of the list. Okay, I will want to append a new student is there whose name is D. I want to append that at the end of the list. Okay, and remember what it is. It is an object. They mention object, right? So object can be of any type. Are you getting my point, everyone? What I'm saying? Right? It says object. So object can be of any type, because list consists of what? List is nothing but a collection of any type of object that we can have. Any type of object. We saw yesterday we created a list with having integer, floating point number, your string, your list itself, your tuple itself, your dictionary itself. So any sort of object you want to append at the last of the list, you can do that. Right now I'm appending a string. Fine. Execute this and check your list. Let us. So you have a D available, but it says any object you can append. So suppose I have an object, this number is a list itself. Let me get any other. Suppose, or let me show you this thing as well. Suppose I want to append Python, okay, which is a string, okay, which is a string object, but a string we have already used, but let it be done. And again, I want to append at the last. Let us dot append. And any object you can pass. This time I want to pass this S. Okay. So this Python will be appended at the last. Remember that at the last. So if I pass my S here, execute and check my lattice. See what I'm getting, everyone. Python. Not only this, you want to append anything that you want to append. It's your choice. Suppose I have another list available. Remember, name is numbers. That is also an object of the list type. Check it again. Copy this lattice. they will be appended at the last. Okay, so after the Python, I will get my list. In a list, I will get 1, 2, 3. See? So any object that you want to pass, let me put one more appends. Let me take a tuple this time. So suppose I take a tuple. Then I mention, suppose my name, Praveer. Sorry. And one number. Suppose 32. Okay. This is a tuple, right? I packed inside the parentheses. Let me execute this. Done. Let me copy letters and execute this again. Now this tuple will be appended at the last. Can you observe, everyone? Please tell me. Okay. So any type of object you want to append at the last, pass that in. Clear? Tell me, everyone. Is it okay?
Yes.
Right. Now, very, very interesting thing. Let me come here. I'm coming here, and again, I'm using letters, same which is available here. Dot. There is another method known as extend. Okay, and go inside and read what it is saying. It needs an iterable. Okay, it needs an iterable this time, and everyone see properly. Means in the append, I pass. This is also an iterable, no? Your tuple is an iterable, right? Your numbers was a string, which is an iterable. Your s was an iterable. But what has happened? Whatever I was passing, that will be treated as that was treated as one object, and that object was inserted at the last. But what happened if I in the extend, if I pass, suppose an iterable that is Python. Okay, so what will happen? It has mentioned Python, so it will extend your list. Okay, so at the last, at the end, actually, your list will be extended, but individual elements of this list, which is an iterable right now, will be appended. That is P, Y, T, H, O, N. And if I execute this, you can see this. Suppose copy like this. Can you see, everyone, what has happened? Okay, so appending is happening at the end, but how it is happening? You will pass an iterable. That iterable will be broken into the parts, means in terms of its element, and those elements will be appended at the last of your list. Now you can tell me, everyone, if I do this thing this time, extend dot extend once again. Okay, and I pass a list this time, 1, 2, 3. Can you tell me what I will get, everyone? Earlier, what happened when I use appended? See, append, I pass numbers, right? Same list was as it is appended as an object, but extend will talk. Extend takes what? Iterable. So it is an iterable. So this individual element 1, 2, and 3 will be appended at the last. So if I execute this, let us please check 1, 2, and 3 separate. Okay, and this is actually where the most of the people get confused when they are using the list between append and extend. Okay, both are going to come at the end. When we will use append, whatever you pass, doesn't matter it's an object, what class, that will be treated as one object, and that object will be inserted at the last as it is. The list, the tuple, the string, whatever it is. But if you pass an iterable inside, because it needs a iterable only, so when you pass an iterable inside your extend, okay, so it will take the elements of that iterable and append at the last. I think it makes sense now, everyone. Clear? Difference is clear, everyone, between append and extend?
Yes, the difference is clear, but I'm having a small doubt. Can you scroll up a little?
Sure, sure. Tell me where.
Yeah, sir, in line 90, when we use letter.extend, then we use Python. Okay, so first I execute the 90th line, then I execute the 91st line. Okay,
91st line to see the results.
just to see the results. And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
then when I if I want to do that again, I mean, if I execute the 90th line again and then 91st again, then I'm getting Python again and again and again,
Yes,
like
yes, 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 yes,
twice,
yes,
thrice.
yes, yes, yes.
So
It will.
how do we prevent that? Because when I was
No, no.
doing that while
Actually, this is this is
program,
this
it
is
happened
this is
also, right?
your remember, it is a sequential code. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
actually, what happened if you want to do that? Simple purpose is that you want to take this one example, mention this way. Come here and mention simple this way in one cell or in two cells. But remember, execute in sequence. Your execution should work in a proper sequence. If you will mention this line again and again, example this once again, this once again, this once again. So of course it will be executing multiple times. And every time your Python will be Python will be appended at the last. Every time it will be appended. So we have to ensure that in your coding that if you want it to be one time, so it should be executed only one time. That's your duty to ensure that.
No, sir, I'm not asking that. But
Mhm.
like if I want to like once I've executed that dot extend Python, then
Mhm.
I executed letters again. Okay, and
Mhm.
then I want to check that again, like if that is working or not. So I
No, no, what?
executed
No, no,
that
no, no,
line
no, no, no,
again.
no. The letters you can execute again. No problem will be there with the
Yeah,
letter.
but
Uh-huh. Tell me.
what is happening? That this Python.
Mhm. It will not
Uh,
come again. It will not come again.
Yeah, but before executing letters, I executed letters dot extend again. That is why.
Then no, no. Then
So,
it will come once again. Of course, it will come once again. The and
so
many number of
how
times
to
you will
prevent that, sir?
no, no. That's the coding practice that you have to ensure that it executes in your code once. Where you are facing the problem? Tell me.
Uh, like I just want to execute these two lines, line 90 and line
Ha ha
91,
ha ha
and I want to execute them twice.
ha ha. That's
Like
these two.
first line 90, then line 991. So is it
How many
right
times? How
practice?
many times? How many times?
Twice.
Exactly same lines.
Yeah.
Then what is the problem?
So
Pack them in a for loop and make sure that it does loop work for the two times only.
yes, sir. But I wanted to ask if that is a good practice to write these lines in a different cell, or is it shall we write it in the same cell?
Actually, it depends what you want to do. Actually, remember, it entirely depends what you want to achieve. Suppose I want to execute all means that cell together, whatever is available in one cell. Okay, that will be executed concurrently. Getting my
Yeah.
point? That will be executed concurrently. Means first line will be executed, then second line will be, but in sequence. But in sequence. Okay. So normally, remember,
Yes.
whenever we wrote our for loop or while loop, we wrote them in one cell only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we wrote them in one cell only. So you have to decide actually what is your requirement is. Accordingly, you should mention them in one cell. If the steps are totally different, understand? If steps are related, you want everything to be come together, and accordingly you want to see the result. Pack them in one cell. Okay, but they are
Okay.
independent, nothing to be do other. Then use them in other cell. If they are
Okay, I
independent of
got
each
the
other.
point.
Okay, if they are independent, use them in other cell.
Okay, sir. Got the point.
Okay,
Got the point.
okay, fine, right. Okay. So everyone, is it clear about the extend and append? Today only 2 3 people are asking or nothing. Other I cannot see. I can hear a voice of only a ma'am and one boy. I don't know what's his good name. What's a good name, beta?
Sir, my name is Hardik.
Hardik. Okay, Hardik. Okay, okay, got it. And one more. Others, what happened? And I told you, please do practice because very soon I'm gonna give you assignment, and the assignment will be not that easy. Okay, and I told you plagiarism is not allowed. I will be checking them with the help of software, so you can't copy from somewhere. So if you're not listening properly, you're just doing just for sake of formality, it's not good for you because you are spending your money and you are spending your precious time. Okay, and later on people regrets. Later on people regrets that why this is happening because at the time of when learning should be there, they don't focus or they just take for the formality. Okay, so is it fine, everyone? Can I move ahead if it is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So let me come ahead again. Suppose again, let me create a new list because it has become too big now. So let us equals to suppose again, let me put A, B, and C. Execute. And let me come to the another method. Okay, that is let us dot. And you know how to come to the method? Simple, like list. Type your object name, press dot and press step. You will see a list of method which are available, right? You will see a list of method which are available. Clearly, we saw extend, right? We saw append. So we'll see all the method which are available here. But how to come? Remember, whatever object name is, after the object name, press a dot and press step. You will see all the methods which are available. Okay, whatever method which are available, you will see. Now come here. Let us stop. Next is your insert method. Okay, insert. Right now, what was happening? Whatever we are doing, either extend or we were doing append, the elements were going where? The elements were going always at the end. Elements are going always at the end. But if you want to insert your element at a particular position, then this is the method actually. Insert. At particular position you want to insert as per your requirement, then this is the thing. And what it needs an argument, see? It needs an index, okay? It needs an index and it needs an object. It needs an index and it needs an object. See everyone, it needs an index and it needs an object. That's why I'm saying always read the definition what it is saying. It is not mentioning any iterable or something. It is mentioning index and object. So if I'll pass Python, the Python will go there, not broken part. If I pass list, the complete list will go there, not the broken part. So it is object, not iterable, right? So what it says, insert object before index. So whatever index you will specify, okay? Whatever index you will specify. Suppose I'm coming here and I specify here 1. Okay. So who is having the index of 1, everyone, this time? B, right? So suppose I type here D I want to insert. So this D will be inserted before this index. Before this index. So what is the current index of who is having index 1? B. So it will be inserted before B. It will be inserted before B. Let me execute this and check here. Let us. Can you see everyone? It has come before B. So whatever index you will specify, remember, it will insert before that. Okay. So what is the element at B of us index? It is B. So it will insert at that position. Clear? You can read the definition. Whenever you have any doubt, go and read the definition. What it is saying, insert the object before index. As simple as that. Clear? Now suppose I tell you, ask you, tell me what will be the output if I do list.insert. I mentioned suppose 2, or let me put 0. Okay, 0, and let me put Python. Can you tell me everyone what I will get?
Python ADBC.
Yes, very good, perfect. Okay, it has been done, and let me check my lattice. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me move ahead now to the next method. Suppose I have this one list available. Now I am moving to the next method, that is your pop method. Okay, what it does, understand everyone. It needs an argument, but right now that is argument is actually an optional argument. If you come here, see this is argument is optional because by default it is taking index is equal to -1. Can you tell me which element has the index of -1? In a list, which element has the index of last? Very good, right? Last element, right? So if I don't specify any index, it will consider that I have to remove the last element from the list. I have to remove last element on the list and I have to return this. Okay, remove the last element from the list and return that element. Return means you can save that value in a variable. You can save that value in a variable means it will return. What it will do, it will remove the last element from the list and return that. And whenever something returns something, okay, you can save it in a variable and return that element. So right now, what is the last element? C. So it will return, it will remove from this. So my list will become Python ADB. Okay, only this C will be removed, but this C will be returned, which you can save somewhere. Suppose I save in S. So I can execute this. Okay, I can check my list first of all. What is my list? C should not be there. See, C has gone, but it should be available inside S. Can you see everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if I give you a program, understand everyone, this is your list which is available. Okay, I need a new list this time. Okay, I need a new list this time in which the element should be like reverse of this, means very much like this. Lettuce, but without using indexing. Okay, lettuce colon -1. I want in this way. I want to convert this list into a list, or you can create a new list, doesn't matter. You can create a new list, but I want this way. This list in this fashion. I'm giving you a hint. You can take the help of the pop method. How can we do that? Any idea? Think, please think.
Sir, like guess we take 4 from
Sorry, sir.
last.
Sorry. Repeat, ma'am. Repeat, please.
First we do letters that pop, sir.
Yes. Okay. Means what I can do, I can take an empty list. Example, I can take a empty list. Okay. And that list will be empty. On that list, I will apply my what operation? I will apply my pop operation. I will apply my pop operation. I repeat once again. In the list, I will apply my pop operation. Okay. So what will happen in the first time that pop operation? What will happen? This is my list available letters. For example, this I applied first time my pop. Okay. So when I applied first time my list pop on this list, which is available known as Python ADBC, what did it return me? It removed the last element. Okay. And gave you what? It gave you S. That S you can save in that list. How can you save this S in that list? Remember, I told you create an empty list. So suppose that empty list is A. And once you have a list available, what you can do? You can do append method. Remember, we just discussed. In that append, what I can pass this S, whatever it is returning. Done. So if I check my A will not be empty. It will have the element, which is what? C. Now what I can do, I can again repeat the process. Example, everyone, same method. Just type copy. Okay. And after that, removing that, I will do one thing. I will just take it once again. Okay. So let me execute it first time. Right now, what is happening? Remember, your A is having C right now. Okay. And your letters are having elements what? A, D, B. So if I execute this, what will be removed, everyone? I can take it
B.
downward. Yeah, B. And that B will be saved where? In S.
S.
Okay. And that S will be appended where? In
A.
A. Okay. So what we will get if I execute it first time? See, if I want to see that, I can do that print. E. Okay. Let me execute this cell. See what I'm getting. Clear? Now suppose I execute it once again, then what I will get, everyone? Any idea?
D.
Yes. So I execute once again. What I get? See? D. If I execute once again, what I will get? Check.
A.
A. If I execute once again, what I will get?
Python.
Python. Done. So we are executing this again and again, again and again. So can't we pack it inside the for loop? Because same steps we are repeating again and again. Okay. Just you have to sure that you have to run these statements that many number of times, that many elements are available in that. That many number of elements are available in that. Only that time you have to run the loop. Right, everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? So let's try do that. Let's try doing that. So suppose I create a new list this time. And elements are suppose letters. Only I'm giving the name letters equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have 3 elements in this. And suppose I want to reverse them. So let me execute this. I can pack them inside a for loop for then I in letters. Okay, and let me put it here. I don't think indentation. I just put it by the long place. 1, yeah, it's fine. Okay, and now let me do that. How many times this loop will run, everyone?
3 times.
3 times. Okay, let me execute this. And please check this. Are we getting, oh, I think A is already there, right? The A is already there. So let me do one thing. Let me create a new empty list once more. And letters should also have gone, I guess. Let me check the letters. What is the status of the letters? It is 1, 2, 3. And let me create a new empty list with the name A. It's an empty, this time perfect. Now let me execute this. And please check why I'm not getting the 1. Okay, that's why I intentionally did that. So please everyone check why I'm not getting 1 this time. Okay, this is an assignment intentionally I did with the help of for loop, and please check, we are not getting this one. Think about it, why we are not getting this. Ideally, what should happen?
Sir, first it pop 3, sir.
Mm-hmm. Then we get a 3, then very good.
It runs only 3 times. So
So
first we pop it 3 and store it, and again it pop 3,
mm-hmm.
2. So for loop run 3 times only, it gives 3, 2
No,
only. Sir. It's not give
no.
1.
Why one is
And
not coming? Why one is not coming?
it's only run 3 times, sir.
No, no. If I suppose I come first time, okay. So in first time it will remove the 3, right? That 3 will become a part of S, right? That will become A. That will become A dot append because we did. So that will become A. So I got 3. Very good. In second iteration, what will happen? In second iteration, what we will have? We will have 2. Right, everyone? So this 2, sorry, 2 will be popped up. So S will become 2. It will be appended here. So I get again 2 appended. But last iteration, why it is not coming? One iteration is still left, na? Right or wrong? Can you check this, everyone? Please go through this. Please go through this. You'll understand it better. Go through this, what is happening here, okay? And suppose I do this thing this time. Let me again execute my letters. Again, execute my letters. Again, execute this A. And I put here len function to get the how many length elements are there, okay? How many elements are there? Elements are there in the list, 3 elements, okay? Now let me execute this. What happened? Okay, okay, length, okay, let me pack it here. Range. See everyone, this time I'm getting perfectly the way I want. So please take an assignment, do some research. Why? Okay, what I'm saying, see, if I'm using directly what? My letters, my list, why it is not able to run for all 3 iterations? Okay, just check why it is not able to run for all 3 iterations. I'm executing it once again. This one, and this one. Okay, it is not reading for the all complete iteration, right? But when I do that, okay, intentionally I'm making that, okay, I have to run my loop for 3 times. I have to run my loop for 3 times. Okay, so I can do this way directly, range of example 3, right? I can do this way for I in range of 3. Again, I will get the same result because I'm forcing that loop you should run 3 times. I want this instruction to run 3 times. I'm forcing them. Okay, so I'll get the result where it missed. Okay, colon I missed. See, I'm getting 3 to 1 without any problem, right? I'm getting that without any issue. I'm getting the result that I want to obtain, right? So same thing I did here. What I did, this 3 I obtained how? By using the len function. What is the len function? It gives the number of elements available inside iterable. So what is that? Your letters is your iterable. So I just pass letters. So this len function, if I use directly, suppose I copy this, it will give me 3 only because in my letters list, if I come here and execute and show you, come here and see, it will give me 3. So this 3 I derive from my list number of elements. So I force them to run for 3 times. Okay, and that's why, okay, again, see, same problem. Yeah, again, let me execute this once more and let me execute this. Yeah, fine. I'm forcing them to run 3 times. But why it is not working when I'm reviewing this range and length? Please, this is a topic of discussion. Please do that. Okay, and see why it is not working for explore internet. Okay, why it is happening. Is it clear, everyone? What is the task?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I right now it is not working, but I'm forcing them to run 3 times. Then it is giving me the result that I want, right? Then it is giving me the result I want. When I'm forcing the, okay, no, you have to run for 3 times. Then it is giving me the desired result, but not the letters. See? Okay, again and again, actually I have to run this because this list become empty now. Okay, letters is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. So third iteration is not running. Please check why it is not running. Okay. And also see when I'm using this, This is not a need. We are forcing them to run for 3 times. That's why no problem in that. Means if I copy this one and instead of letters, I found its length. What is the length of the string? And ensure that this loop runs for 3 times. That is range. So range will give me 3 numbers because the length of letters is 3. So it will give me 3 numbers, 0, 1, and 2. So I want to run this loop for the 3 times, right? So I'm getting the correct result. See, so this is the correct result that we want. And this is the result that we don't want. So please check why it is not possible. Okay, so this is the task. So I'm ending for the day, everyone. Please do research. Okay, and I'll when the moment we'll meet tomorrow, I'll ask you people. Okay, what you have researched. Okay, so I'm ending for the day, everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.